Are different triggers created when a timeline is using hold at end, over the loop feature? Yes, it is. Continuing on quick tip 6, let's see what triggers are created when a start timeline action will start the timeline, and a timeline that starts will create a timeline started trigger. If neither buttons are activated, at the end of the timeline a timeline ended and a timeline release trigger will be available. Let's enable hold at end, and start the timeline again. At the end of the timeline ended is available. But only after firing the release timeline action, the timeline will release and the timeline release trigger will be created. With the timeline in loop, it starts as before. And during every loop it creates all three triggers. And when the timeline is released it creates an additional timeline release trigger. With both features enabled, it starts as before. The timeline starts and ends, but only releases when the release action is received. The benefit of having these features and triggers to choose from, is to be able to deal with every possible integration scenario. In example, link a button on a touch panel to show if a timeline is running with a single trigger. Or be sure that a queue is sent to an external system every time the timeline starts, to stay in perfect sync.